good, YouTube? It's your boy LT. We back with another one. I hope everybody doing good. Hope everybody had a good day. Stay prayed up. Hope everybody blessed. But anyways, we got a different type of video today. Told you I was gonna start trying to get into different type of videos, reacting to different videos. I used to be a big conspiracy theorist back in the day, about 8 years ago. But I got out of it, so now I'm trying to kind of start getting back into it. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. And before we get this started, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to like 15 likes on this video. I hope y'all enjoy. If y'all like it, leave in the comment that you like it, and I'll start putting more together. And we, react to these type of videos, because I really do get into conspiracy videos. So we can get this thing going and sub me up. Let's go.
Okay, so why is nobody talking about this? A little over a year ago, Elon Musk tweeted the above. So, well, the topic of airplane accidents, crashes is very generalized. It's a little bit odd that he mentions the DEI, which he spells a little differently here. I'm guessing to poke fun at the department. But besides the point, this, whether it's a conspiracy or not, is eerie.
Yeah, that is crazy. He put that on 1924, talking about it take airplane crashes to change this crazy policy of die.
Do you remember when Donald Trump said he's going to end the war? If there's not going to be any more wars, it's going to be complete peacetime underneath him. We're 2 weeks in, and Panama is now gearing up for a war against the United States. They're calling it the American invasion against Panama. Since Donald Trump is insisting on taking the Panama Canal back and making it the American Canal, Panama is a sovereign country and is saying, I don't fucking think so. So now there are anti-American protests all throughout the country of Panama, and they are saying, you are not taking this canal. This canal is ours. It is ours alone. We are a sovereign nation. The Chinese do not run this canal, we do. Senator of State Marco Rubio said, too bad, I'm going to visit Panama and find ways to take this canal back because this canal belongs to America. Let's cap that off with, this is an even bigger war. Denmark is talking about not sending Legos to the United States anymore because of Donald Trump's comments about Greenland. How's that for war?
I figured we was gonna go eventually.
I remember I posted a video a few months ago talking about coincidence, and that is just funny. I find it very interesting. I'm gonna play a video. Let me know what you think.
What's a coincidence that you think about a lot?
I don't know what you would consider a lot, but I've thought about this every day for the past 2 years. In 1888, a man named Ingersoll Lockwood wrote a book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, where a 10-year-old boy named Baron Trump, who has a mentor named Don, who is a rich man who lives on Fifth Avenue in New York City, he and Don travel to Russia to find a portal to a magical underground world. The third book in the series is called 1900 or The Last President, where Don runs for president, gets elected, his mentor's name is Pence. There are protests and riots in the streets because he's not a politician, he's a rich man. He fixes the economy, and they mess with the election of 1900, and when he goes to plead his case, he is silenced by the Speaker of the House. There's a lot of coincidences right there. Also, I guess it's a coincidence that Ingersoll Lockwood lived in New York City at the same time as Nikola Tesla, who was working on time travel and teleportation and all sorts of craziness. When Nikola Tesla died in 1943, the FBI gave all of his unfinished research to John Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, who is the longest tenured professor at MIT. He was given, I believe, 38 trunks of information. He only gave 35 back, stating that it was all theoretical. Interesting. I guess it's also a coincidence that IngersollLockwood.com is owned by John McAfee, who tweeted that he had 31 terabytes of information on the government, and if they ever whacked him, he had a dead man. Anyway, John McAfee said that he had 31 terabytes of information on the government that was connected to a dead man switch in his Miami penthouse. less than 12 hours after he was found dead in his cell in France, a building in Miami just mysteriously just fell down. That's a coincidence, right? I haven't even talked about Back to the Future yet, but John Trump died in 1985, which is the same year as Back to the Future came out. In Back to the Future 3, the Doc writes a letter from 1885 to 1955 to let Marty know where he is in time. Could these books be a message to somebody from 1885 into the future? As long as we're talking about Back to the Future, in the first movie, Marty shows up at the Twin Pine Mall at exactly 1:16 a.m. You turn that upside down, that's 9/11. When he comes back from the past, it is now Lone Pine Mall. Twin Towers, and now we have the One World Trade Center. Coincidence. Coincidence. Sure, it's nothing. And yeah, I've spent a little bit of time researching this coincidence, and I still got nothing. I don't know. Time travel? It's like time travel exists now. Yep.
That's crazy. If that was actually written back in the 1800s, and this is exact, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I be questioning my friends all the time. I was just talking to my friend earlier about like portals and stuff. Like, it's just crazy the world we live in. Like, stuff like this really is probably going on, and we were just talking about portals earlier today, and like, it's just crazy. Like, are we really living on, like, they say life is a stage, or America is like the stage or whatever, you know, we the actors or something like that. I think it's a saying or something like that. But man, this is just crazy. Like, how is this written back in the 1800s, and like, oh, this is like coming true? Like, this is just...
Guys, what is going on with this? So we have an Egyptian pharaoh and pyramid, and then we have the Grand Canyon. And I want you to see what I'm seeing. Take a look.
Before we get going with this video, there was a video I did see on TikTok last year. It was talking about how you can walk to Africa from the Grand Canyon. And now they showing that they got these, you know, pyramids and, you know, the Egyptian stones. It's starting to make a little more sense now. It's really starting to make a little more sense. Like, it must be like some type of tunnel or cave or something down in there, that, you know, somewhere down in here that you, not down here, but down in here that you can like walk through, maybe like right there. Then you just walk through and get you to Africa. I don't know how true it is. I ain't never seen no video of nobody on the trail, but that's something that's going on.
You can understand the internet's newest conspiracy theory. So I'm going to try to explain to you why people think this is legit. And it all starts from an article back in 1909 where an archaeologist found a hidden city and a ton of Egyptian artifacts here in the Grand Canyon. So some people thought that was a hoax, but then the hieroglyphics are actually pretty similar between the two, Native American and Egyptian. Like, some of the characters were exactly the same. And some people just don't believe that the Grand Canyon could just appear naturally, that man had to be involved to create something so majestic. There's apparently a whole group of people that believe the US government is hiding a whole lot of stuff in the Grand Canyon from us. Supposedly they're hiding evidence and artifacts and a whole ancient civilization, and that our government doesn't want to open any of these mummy shells because they don't want us to be a cursed region. I don't know. Do y'all think it's an Egyptian shrine? You tell me what you think, because my theory, I think someone in an MLM came up with this because it looks like another pyramid scheme.
That's crazy. I believe it.
Here's your news for January 81st, 2025. This just in, it's somehow only been 10 days since the TikTok ban was enacted and then repealed. Google has officially classed the United States as a sensitive country in terms of their SEO and their designation on Google Maps. That puts us in the rank with countries like Russia and China, those with extremist governments. Americans are collectively thanking Canada for their offer of asylum to Americans that are being persecuted by their government. In a scene straight out of The Handmaid's Tale, our Department of Transportation has indicated that under the Trump administration, they will be allotting their budget for infrastructure projects to areas of the country with the highest marriage and birth rates. The majority of countries worldwide have rolled their eyes at the change of the Gulf of Mexico name to the Gulf of America and have insisted they will continue to call it what it is called.
Yeah.
And finally, in other conspiracy news, RFK was inducted into his position in Trump's new cabinet. While Congress questioned him about his viewpoints, they essentially ridiculed him on being a conspiracy theorist, at which point he answered, "Then why have all of my conspiracy theories come true?" So mic drop there to RFK. I'm Shay Allen, reminding you that all the world's a stage, and you don't get paid enough to be a player.
I was just now talking about that. Literally just talking about this. That's true.
Go ahead and call me crazy. This is a jet. This is a helicopter. Watch. Why is this important? A Black Hawk helicopter flew into a commercial jet over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. Oh, it was just an accident. It was just an accident. I'll die before you convince me of that. Come at me, bro. Why don't you think it's an accident? Let me give you a little backstory on this. I don't know who was on the plane. I don't know who was in the helicopter. Okay, what I do know is that in that area of the Potomac River, it's common for helicopters to fucking fly around. They're supposed to stay at or below 200 feet AGL, which is above ground level. That helicopter collided with that plane at 350 foot above ground level, somewhere it was not supposed to be. The airplane was in a landing pattern coming into the airport with its landing lights on. And you mean to tell me that the super crazy high amount of technology that's in this military helicopter, and with the pilots flying under visual flight rules, that those there were 3 people aboard the helicopter, that those 2 pilots didn't see that fucking plane and they didn't try to avoid it? You mean to tell me that those highly trained, highly skilled pilots didn't see that fucking plane? That's not even why I'm questioning all of this. This is where it happened. Who's this guy? That guy right there is this guy. This guy flown by the Air Force. What's the significance of that? This is the plane I'm talking about that landed at Andrews Air Force Base just next to where this shit happened. Why was a Boeing E-4 known as the Night Watch or the Doomsday plane, which is the militarized version of the Boeing 747 that serves as a mobile command post for the U.S. military and is a key component of the National Military Command System, which is designed to survive a nuclear attack? Why was that diverted right after this happened and then landed at Andrews Air Force Base right next to the Potomac River? Why? That's not suspicious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This helicopter had to have seen this plane. I don't know why. I don't know what led to it. Call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. That shit's weird.
Another thing I did also hear, I heard that there was nobody really in that the helicopter. I heard that was like a high-tech drone, life-size helicopter, but it was like a drone. And I heard that they showed some videos of like different Black Hawks flying around with nobody in it, and it was being controlled by a remote control. So I heard that it was one of them. So I don't know, cause that is weird though. That's very weird. I thought the same thing.
Pass 25, get the CRJ in flight. Pass 25, pass line is CRJ. American 472, Washington Star, 1 star, 32017.
Did you see that?
Delta 832, sorry. I don't know if you caught earlier what happened, but there was a collision on the approach to 33. We're going to be shutting down operations for the indefinite future if you want to go back to the gate.
Yeah, we witnessed the whole thing. If you need any information from us.
That is crazy, man. Killed all them people.
If you live in America, I want to tell you that this video here is for you.
Ukraine will become a member of NATO. Our purpose at the summit is to help build a bridge to that membership.
The United States decided to make Ukraine a part of NATO. For those of you guys that don't know, Ukraine is currently under attack and at war with Russia. If Ukraine becomes part of NATO, that means America now will be at war with Russia and China and all of its allies. We are officially looking at a potential World War III, and it honestly feels like it's just one thing after another, and that's what it's been seeming like ever since COVID. And this news here could not have been any worse. The US dollar is collapsing, inflation is at an all-time high, and the US is treating its own people worse than the stepchild.
It's true, man. It has been one thing after another. Like, it's just always something. Like, it's me, honestly, it's like you can make a change, but it's like they coming with like lethal force threats. And it's like I got the mindset now. Like, it's just, I used to be like kind of scared. Like, not scared because I always believed in God, but it's like, so I don't walk in fear or whatever. But it's just the fact, like, they always talking about they're gonna bomb this, bomb that, do this, do that. It's just like at this point, bro, just do it already. If you gonna do it, just do it. Like when I was in high school, they used to always say the world was gonna end in 2012 because that was the end of the Mayans calendar. I used to be scared as hell. Like, damn, I ain't gonna even get to live my life. I gotta just go through high school. Then the world gonna be over. I used to be so scared that it didn't happen. And then 2025, 13 years later, we still here, and it's just like at this point, bro, we just gotta see it happen for us to actually believe it. It's scary, but bro, what can we really do when you really think about it? If we can go to war, we can go to war.
All right, someone explain this to me. You see these two rainbows here, all right, which are coming from the reflection of this corner and this corner of the glass. Just like this one is here as well, coming from that corner, as well as this one coming from that corner. So when we see a rainbow outside in the sky, shaped like this, where is that coming from? The only explanation would be if we were to have some form of rounded glass structure above us. If you've never heard of the firmament.
The firmament, yep.
Look up the firmament.
I was just about to say it.
And research. And educate yourself. I'm not saying the earth is flat. But it's not a globe.
Yeah, that firmament, they've had videos of rockets trying to, or spaceships, whatever you want to call it, rockets or whatever, trying to go up, and once it gets so far, it explodes. So that's because it's a firmament. I believe there's an ocean above us, and I believe there's one below us, because they try to say we're living. You know, I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm kind of like slowing up because I'm thinking as I'm talking. But I wonder, like, so if we was to go up and we was to get through the firmament, they say there's water above us. I wonder if that's how it rained. Because of that, they say clouds, but who knows? But anyways, I wonder if you was to go up through the firmament or whatever, you just come through some more water, and then you would come up to a new heaven. You know, heaven is like you would come up out of the water or something, and then like now you see the shore or whatever. If we can get through the firmament, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. It probably don't, because I'm kind of like stuttering over my words, but I know what I mean.
Now this is scary. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but there's a
He
theory.
ain't saying that.
Well, it's more like a religious theory. I saw this TikTok, and he was a preacher, right? He was saying, what if God is actually water? Look, watch this.
What if water is God?
Then that would mean God is both in us and all around us. That God is both above and below us. Why a woman's
talking
water
about that.
breaks
That's
when
crazy.
we're born.
Crazy, right? But wait, that's not it. You know how we say God is everything, right? In this sense,
That's
like
not
everything
God.
around us is what? It's water. There's water in the air that we can't see. There's water inside you. There's water inside me. There's water in every single thing that lives. Now, when there's a lack of water, if you look at a desert, if you look at a wasteland, right, what is there usually? Death. Death because of lack of water. And it's very hot, like hell. And now check this out. In the Bible, when Jesus said he was tempted by the devil, where was he? In the desert. He was looking for water.
Hey, even though that was like an AI voice, they did AI voice. Somebody they was talking some good stuff because that's crazy when you really think about that. It's crazy.
What the fuck is this shit, bro? What the fuck is this shit? Why are they over a cemetery? Hey, y'all better get right with God, man. Y'all get right with God, bro. Oh my God, the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro. Yes, come here. Look at this shit. The cops are down here saying we have to go back to our houses because they don't want us to film it.
So is that a UFO?
Yo, something big is finna fucking happen, bro.
So I wonder if he's trying to assume if that's a UFO. You think that's a UFO or if that's just like a drone? But over a graveyard, that's kind of weird. Like, wonder what they're doing.
Y'all forgot Young Dolph was bragging not that long ago about a $22 million deal that he turned down. Let's roll the footage. See, when I present my thesis, I'm going to present this motherfucker for you to see what really is going on. Look. Exhibit A. Let the tape roll. Listen to him.
For the last 6 months, I've been having a $22 million contract that they thought should I do the deal or not. Should I take the $22 million? Fuck the $22 million. Fuck the $2 million.
Now, those who don't understand the industry, do you know how disrespectful that is that he just did? Them racist elite motherfuckers that run the planet offered you $22 million to come sell out. And you didn't. But you got a platform though. It was a couple years ago. You got a platform. And you gon', at least if you're not gonna do the deal, they were still gonna be on his ass, but you gonna like make a little video and brag about it?
Yeah.
Like we some bitches? This how I'm telling you how they take it. How the elites take it. Oh. Okay. Cause see, they real killers. So real killers ain't gonna do all that with you. They ain't doing none of that. They gonna play your ass like that shit cool and make you think and wait and make you forget about it. Let's play the tape back. Listen to what he's saying carefully. Cause you gotta listen. He's hinting to you. He know from jump what he doing. Right away, he know what's going on. That's why he come on like, damn, I done got myself in a fucked up situation. Why? Who gonna listen? Hold on. Who's about to say that over $22 million? Who gonna say, I got $22 million and this is a fucked up situation? Because he knew they wanted him to sell out. Something he never did. Okay? We gonna roll through the exhibits. We gonna roll through the exhibits, man. Just like 12 do. We gonna roll through the exhibits.
I done got myself in a fucked up ass situation, dog. I don't know what the fuck to do, dog. Now, man, really tell you, I do know what to do, but I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. Well, for the last 6 months, I've been having a motherfucking $22 million contract debating on should I do the deal or not.
So I wonder if that's why he is insinuating that he dies because he didn't take that contract. No. The cold world.
No, because the details in this massive UAP hearing with the whistleblowers from the Pentagon is getting very fucking crazy. Because what do you mean you were being followed by UFOs in a submarine underwater? What do you mean there are large underground UFO water bases? I think the craziest part about this entire thing is that these are actually higher ups. Like, these are people that worked for the Pentagon that are blasting this entire operation called Immaculate Constellation. This article that just came out at 4 a.m. this morning, for whatever fucking reason, blows the lid off of everything we thought was true. Number one, is space the ocean? Is that what's going on? Because it's starting to, I'm starting to believe it. But yeah, they're saying that UFOs experts on existence of underwater alien bases is keeping the American people in the dark. A team of 4 experts consisting of a retired Navy Rear Admiral, something about those fucking admirals and UFOs, just like the one in Antarctica, Admiral Byrd, a NASA associate, and 2 other people are testifying that the government lacks transparency with the public regarding UAPs and alien life. They're going through a 12-page report on an alleged secret program run by the Pentagon called Immaculate Constellation. They're asking questions like, are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our waters which indicate a base or presence between the ocean surface? These motherfuckers said yes. And so that Harvard lawyer back in October was not lying when he said that there was something going on in the Guadalupe Islands. He literally said he knows the exact location for this alien base of hundreds of aliens. I'm gonna do a part fucking 3 because I am mind boggled, and there was just an update this morning of so much information from this shit, and I want to know what really happened to the fucking Titan submersible right now. Because if y'all are being tracked by submarines underwater, what else was being tracked that day?
And another thing with that, I have heard of aliens living in waters, underground cities. I've heard them living. They think they live past the ice wall. Well, not live past the ice wall. I never heard of ice. Me and my friend was actually suspecting that. We was like, what if they actually live past the ice walls? And we've been thinking they live in the water, or they, you know, go through a path or something into the water or something and come out the water. You know, just ain't no telling. But I think they in the water. They're very intelligent, super intelligent. They can do stuff our aircrafts and things couldn't do. So I wholeheartedly believe it. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I appreciate it. Sub me up. Leave a couple comments. Let's get like 15, 20 likes on this video. We can get to it. Hopefully, if y'all like this one, I'll do some more. Let's get to it.